coffee. That'll kill the germs. So right before we come back from the break, I look over and Alex is like this with the spoon, cleaning it on his shirt. Yeah, that's right, David. How many calories is that? Okay, so we're back with the authors of Cook This, Not That. Yes, Cook This, Not That. David Zinczenko and Matt Goulding. Okay, so what are we doing now? We're starting with something that a lot of people order.
A lot of people order. A lot of people love mac and cheese. So look at this version right here.
What restaurant is that from?
This is from the Cheesecake Factory. We're looking at 1,463 calories.
Those are all your calories for the entire day.
Basically, you're looking at about 3/4 of your calories on this one small plate.
And 2 days of saturated fat.
45 grams of saturated fat packed into that plate.
You guys are beating me up here.
All right, but listen, we don't have a whole lot of time to go through all the steps, so the recipes are online, but let's go ahead and do the basics.
We'll put them all on our website, guys, so if you want to make this for your kids.
We're gonna bring that calorie count all the way down to 480 calories, and we're gonna save $5.47 per serving. So listen, what we start off with is a basic bechamel sauce, which is, we're gonna have a little bit of milk.
I went to Bechamel's bar mitzvah.
It was a blast, I bet, right?
It was, dancing all night.
Bechamel sauce is basically, rather than using heavy cream and a lot of butter, we use a little bit of butter.
Right.
Drop that in there. A little bit of flour, which will thicken it up, and some milk. So it keeps the calorie count down, but it's still going to give you that creamy, rich texture, all right?
Okay.
Normally, you would just stir in the cheese here.
There's that cheddar.
Let that baby simmer for a little while. What you end up with is this. This is your cheese sauce. So a rich cheddar cheese sauce. The little bit of Parmesan cheese that we added back in here. Go ahead and stir it up. Do me a favor, Bonnie. Will you dump it into this mac?
Dump this all in there?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, David. I might need your strong arms to help me. Oh, I can't do it. All right, there we go.
You got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and dump it all in.
Oh, my gosh.
So what we do to that, okay, so listen, this is seriously decadent stuff. We're not talking about diet food.
No, but it is kind of.
I mean,
not diet
you're going to
food,
save
but
calories. This is smart
480
eating.
calories is great for a bowl of mac and cheese.
So we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of embellishment.
Double the mac and double chins over there. No. I mean, you're saving 1,000
Mac
calories.
and double chins, you just put that in my head and I'll memorize it forever. I love that kind of stuff.
If you want a classic mac and cheese, go ahead and stop right there. If you want to kick it up a little bit, these are pickled jalapenos. So not only going to add some flavor and some heat, the capsaicin from the chili peppers is going to help your metabolism.
Raises your metabolism.
You're going to burn calories faster. A little bit of prosciutto here. You add some protein,
a little
bit of a salty punch, but you're not really adding a whole lot of calories here. So want to go ahead and stir that up?
This?
Yeah, so what you do is you stir that up, you're going to put that in a baking sheet, and you're going to cover it with some bread
you're putting this on a baking sheet?
Yeah,
it's going to look like even better.
Exactly. You bake it in the oven for about 10 minutes. Bonnie, I'm going to go ahead.
Where are you going,
the magic of television. Oh. Here you go. Here's your mac and cheese.
Oh, wow.
Crispy on top.
So a serving, can you show me about what a serving would be? That would be 480 calories?
You're going to go ahead and cut off a good-sized square here. Something like this. Scoop it right up with your spatula right onto a plate.
Here, Alec, you've got the plates, honey. Yeah, you can come in the kitchen.
You know what? Let's try this with the knife. This will be a little
It's
precarious.
all right. It's the budget's been cut. There's only one band member. And careful. Oh, geez, this is like a horror film.
Yeah. Don't do this at home.
The guy's cooking me dinner with that. I'm a little nervous.
Listen, so you got a creamy, rich macaroni and cheese, 480 calories. You're going to save nearly 1,000 calories. This versus that.
And over $5 a serving.
And over $5. Don't forget. So you're talking about fattening your wallet, not your waistline. That's the whole point here. So moving on.
Yes.
Who doesn't love ribs, right? Dr. Pepper ribs right here.
I love ribs.
Eat some mac there, Dave. We'll dive into the ribs.
Boy, he's Bossy Betty, huh? Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're running it. We're learning.
Right.
You're the teacher.
I'm going to boss you around again. Open this baby up. Pour it over the ribs. These are Dr. Pepper ribs, okay? I know, everyone is freaking out here. Dr. Pepper, we will say...
And that's what it does inside your body.
When you shake it up.
No.
This is going exactly as planned.
Okay. So how much is that? Did I put the right amount in?
Go ahead and cover it all the way.
Really?
Please. We're going to soak
with Dr. Pepper, regular Dr. Pepper.
Calories are going to be gone.
We're going to tell you this right now. Dr. Pepper is not a nutritional beverage, but what we're doing is we're soaking it with a little bit of sugar, so it's going to help flavor the meat, and it's going to help tenderize the meat.
There's something that just doesn't seem right.
We're going to pull this all out of there, and we're going to leave all the calories behind. This is called brining, right? It's a simple trick. You do it overnight. You pull it out. You put them on a sheet tray. You rub them with a little bit of chili powder, and you pop them in the oven. 2 hours, covered with tin foil until they get nice and tender. All right?
Sorry, David.
At that point, you have a perfectly nice and tender rib here. You're going to go ahead and make your homemade barbecue sauce. It's really simple. Some Worcestershire, some chili powder, some cayenne for some heat, some ketchup, and sauteed onions and garlic, right? So You end up with this barbecue sauce, a homemade barbecue sauce in 5 minutes. You slather it all over the ribs. What you do is you pop these ribs back in the oven or directly on a grill. You get a beautiful char, smoky barbecued ribs. This is what you end up with.
Those look so good.
Right.
Listen.
Yeah. And look at what happens here. This has 400 calories and 15 grams of fat.
That's 400 calories for that whole serving?
Now, next to it, if you end up going to Outback and getting the plate of baby back ribs, you're going to have over 2,100 calories, and you're going to have
60 grams of fat.
60 grams of fat.
160 grams of fat. 3 full days in that plate. So with that one simple swap, you're saving the equivalent of basically 8 Krispy Kreme donuts. It's like cutting that right out of your diet with your homemade ribs there.
Well, you guys speak my language. I learned so much from both of you. David and Matt, thank you so much. You guys, David and Matt brought Eat This, Not That 210 Restaurant Guide and Cook This, Not That for everyone in our audience today. And everyone is getting a taste of the healthy mac and cheese. We're going to give it to everybody. All the recipes are online at BonnieHunt.com. And my thanks to these two talented, informative guys, David and Matt. We'll be right back.